What's up, SK family? How are y'all doing? Hope everyone's having an amazing day. My name is Katia Green, and this is my lovely wife, Stephanie Green, and we make up Hey SK. We are life coaches who help people reclaim their time by delegating with confidence. Today, our topic is we're talking about how to prioritize yourself. So, I'm going to pass it over to my wife, and she's going to kick this topic off. Steph?
Yeah. So, how to prioritize yourself. But first, we need to start with what are some of the symptoms, or what does it look like when you don't prioritize yourself? So that way, you'll kind of know. What the hell? Pause. Hold on. Streamyard, is it recording? Streamyard is giving me an error. Okay. So what it looks like when you don't prioritize yourself is you might feel overwhelmed. You might feel overworked because you just don't quite know how to say no. Or maybe you're overwhelmed because you don't know how to set proper boundaries and say, you know what, can I have 10 minutes? Can I have my space? You know what, my bath time is my time, or whatever it is. You might feel like overworked because you're picking up too many tasks because you don't know when to go, you know what, I think I've had enough. Or because you haven't truly taken the time to get to know you, to know your likes or dislikes. So you might be busy, but you're doing a bunch of things that you think might be fulfilling, but because they really aren't they aren't meaningful for you, they aren't purposeful for you, and you don't enjoy them, then you might feel overwhelmed, or because you didn't prioritize yourself in a way to get to know you, or you didn't prioritize your needs so over somebody's wants. And there's a difference. Like, we get a lot of backlash about this when it comes to, like, especially, I know the C word, children, where a lot of people, my spouse comes first, my kids come first. It's a debate over that. But at the end of the day, you have to learn to prioritize your needs over other people's wants. Yes, that includes your children. I know you don't like to hear that, but it's true. And it's also important to set boundaries with everybody. It doesn't matter how you know that person. Respectfully. You can respectfully set boundaries with people who are in charge of you or above you. You can respectfully put boundaries in place, um, like for your boss or your parents, even as an adult. And yes, you can still put healthy boundaries with I know, don't crucify me, your children. And they will all still feel loved. They will still feel respected, but you will also feel loved and respected too. But we'll get into another conversation about boundaries later. But that's what it looks like when you don't, make time for you to prioritize yourself. So I'm gonna pass it off to Katia, and she's gonna tell us a little bit about how.
So, um, initially, when you are prioritizing yourself, it will feel uncomfortable. It will feel weird. You will feel like the worst mom, the worst aunt, the worst spouse, because you're used to taking up every second of your 24 hours catering to other people. We are, sucks, but we are conditioned, especially women, to put the needs of others over your own. So when
Yeah.
you decide and put your foot down, put the hammer down, whatever you want to call it, and actually say, you know what, I'm gonna start taking time for me. That's the first step. Is just owning those words. Cause guess what? The first few times you do it, you're gonna end up still putting someone else over you into that, and then you're going to, you know what, I'm going to take, I said I was going to take 30, I take 10, and then you're going to go, and then it's going to be a process, but you have to do it. You have to embrace the suck, is what they say when we're in the military. Embrace the suck. It's going to suck. What? I put me first? I wasn't taught this. This is not how it should be. I was taught to, everybody comes before me. Take care, brother. Take care, sister. I saw mama taking a corner of bread, and that's all she had while everybody else ate. We see it like our love templates. We see the example. So this is what you're gonna do. Start small. Don't go crazy, because you can't. Some people is, you just start small. So how it looks is, I'm going to take 30 minutes to myself. And you can break up that 30 minutes to like 10-minute increments, or you can take the whole 30. Because 30 minutes, realistically, in some people's households, everybody dynamics is different, might be a lot, especially when you have kids with health issues and, conditions that require like hands on all the time. But you need to set aside. What that's going to look like is creating schedules. I know people don't like schedules, you know, putting their kids to bed at a decent hour so you can have that time. You know, if you have a spouse, communicating support during that time if you have children. Or if you don't have children, because sometimes our spouses act like kids and they want to be under you forever. Look, babe, I love you. Give me my time. That's why man caves, nerd caves, her cave was created to just let people, and she caves, whatever, let people have their time. So just allotting a small amount of time for you. Reading, lighting a candle, taking a bath, taking a shower, um, just going driving somewhere and back by yourself, listening to your music. Some people driving is soothing. Going for a walk by yourself, you know. So hopefully somewhere well lit around your neighborhood or something, because people cray out here today. Um, but like I said, whatever it is you want to, I know somebody watching this video has a list of things I would love to do for me. Because you say it to yourself, even though you don't say it to your kids, your spouse, your family. Because you get frustrated internally because you haven't set the proper boundaries. So pull out that list in your soul and put it on paper. And take something off that list monthly to do for you. And stick to your guns. We're going to talk about boundaries and how to set them and be firm. But the way you start is something small. Your kids don't have to be in the bathroom with you when you're showering. Like, if you have a partner, communicate, hey, this is my time. I need to regroup. I need to relax. You're not a bad mother because you take 30, 40 minutes for you. Like, we have to reverse that. So, it's okay. It will be okay. So, we will be teaching you a lot more in depth on different topics. But we started with prioritizing yourself because that's something people need to do.
It's true. And like Katia said, if maybe you don't have a partner, with the bath situation or the shower situation, even if you don't, that's okay. But that's why it's important to maintain a schedule and put your kids to bed at a regular time. So that way you have a few hours, an hour, however much time that you need before you lay down and go to bed. Um, so you put the kids down, and that way that could be your reading time, your bath time, all the things like where there's a will, there's a way. But I promise you, Google it. Research shows that children need a schedule and boundaries to truly feel loved. And that's coming from how many years experience do we have between us, Katia?
20 plus.
20 plus of working with children. So as we keep talking on topics, you'll get to know us, learn more about our background, our history, and where we come from. We come from a place of love, always. Got anything else?
No. Prioritize yourself. Take care of you. Because if you don't take care of you, the energy that you serve in is the energy that they will receive in. If you serve out of frustration, if you serve out of confusion, if you serve out of just weak, tired, and exhaustion, they feel that. And people want the best you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't, if my wife want to do something and I'm tired, and I be like, all right, let's go. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm here, right? That's all you want, People don't want that energy. They want you vibrant. They want you, and it's a give and take process. And I always speak spouse because my wife and I, we work together on certain in activities, you know. But even with your kids, Don't you know when you set boundaries with your kids, you're teaching them to set boundaries? When you don't teach them to set boundaries, you teaching them not to set boundaries. You like teaching them to let people walk over, stuff like that. So you got to teach them to prioritize themselves. Make it a game. Kids love fun. Be like, this is our personal time. Let's prioritize ourselves. Jacob is gonna go in his corner, and you can put on headphones, buy everybody headphones. Don't have to be expensive or whatever. Involve them. If they feel involved, they won't feel less less excluded. And then be like, Mom, they'll be telling you, Mom, it's personal time. They'll love it because it'll be fun. It's like we're gonna set the timer, guys. 30 minutes to ourselves, doing whatever, and we're gonna come back and share. How was it? This was awesome. You'll be surprised what kids love. They only know what you introduced them to. People like kids love candy. Yeah, because you introduce it to them.
Yep.
You know. So start young, teaching them to put themselves first. Self care is not selfish.
At all.
And I want you to write that down and look at it daily. Self care is not selfish. Remind yourself when you feel bad about taking 10 minutes for you. Remind yourself feel bad when you tell somebody, no, I cannot do that. Not today. I'm tired. I'm going to spend time for me. All right, some people gonna give you kickback. Oh, you selfish. You worry about yourself. You don't even care about me. That's them manipulating the situation because they know they tugging on your heart. Those emotional words until you get strong enough, then they gonna move on to their next victim once they know they can't. That's all I have.
Max. That's
Take care
it.
of you.
You only get one you. And time is truly valuable and precious. We all know that we're all going to pass away at some point. It's inevitable. There's nothing you can do to change it, Um, but we don't know when that time is. We don't know if it'll be today, tomorrow, 20, 50 years from now. I don't know. Um, so that's why it's so important to spend your time with the people you love, doing things that you enjoy. Not saying it's always possible because there are things you have to do to be responsible, and I'm not telling you to ignore your responsibilities. But you have to find that balance. You have to find that balance. Um, yes, we all have bills that need to be paid. Maybe if your job is not fulfilling, maybe make some changes and prioritize. You know, it may mean making a pay cut. If you can afford to do it, take it. You'll get back there. Um, but those are just some examples of just things that just how to put you first. It's important. You only get one you. There'll never be another
Yeah,
you. Um, and time is valuable and precious. That's all I got.
that's all I got too. So with that being said, guys, remember, you are the master of your destiny. You control your future. Do something daily to get you closer to your goals. This your girl KG. I am the K from SK. This my lovely wife Stephanie. She's the S from SK. Y'all have an amazing day on purpose.
Bye.
Put you first.